So if I only had a year to get you from 3,000, which is over here, all the way up to 3K per day in profit on a recurring basis, which, by the way, just so you know, it's almost 1 million in profit. 1.1 million in profit on a recurring basis in the next 12 months. If I had to do that or my family would die, the plan I'm about to show you is exactly what I would do. In fact, the plan I'm about to show you is the thing we are going to do over the next 12 months so that by the end of it, every single one of you guys are at the 7-figure mark in profit, recurring in your coaching business. And we want to do all of that with certain restrictions. Restrictions like we don't want to have a huge team. We want to have a lean team. We don't want to do sales calls. We want to get clients without sales calls. We want to have 90 to 96% profit margin, nothing lower than that. And we want to pull all of this off with 20 to 25 hours per week, not 80 hours a week. So all of those restrictions applied and a journey of 3K to 3K per day in profit on a recurring basis, this is what the plan is going to look like. So what you're about to see is a video that I shot for my clients just a few minutes ago. And it was going to be exclusively for clients before, but then after I finished it, I was like, this might actually be really useful for you to see as well. So you can see what the plan would look like going from 3,000 to 3,000 per day on a recurring basis in profit, which is 1.1 million in profit per year in your coaching business. So if you want to see the plan, watch this video and maybe even comment down below on which part of the plan you're good at. It's like, hey, this part I've got it covered, I'm good. But like these other parts I probably need some help at. And if you have any free resources or anything that would help you with that one portion that you need some help with, I'll send that over as well. Just let me know which one it is, whether you want to send me a DM and let me know or comment down below, either one is fine. But yeah, enjoy the video and let me know what you think. So at any given time, a coaching business needs to do 3 things to get to the 7-figure mark. It needs some leads. We call that hook. The reason I call it hook is because we don't want just any type of leads. We want the highest quality leads, the type of people who can actually afford what we have to sell. They're ideal clients, not just random people that might be interested in stuff. It's highest quality lead we could possibly get. And we want to hook them in like you hook a fish. So we have the hook, which is lead generation. Then we want to have the leads commit to become clients. We don't want to close anybody because when you close people, they resent you. But when you get them committed to themselves, to solving the problem and to achieving the goal, and as a byproduct, they also commit to you, they no longer resent you because you closed them. They actually appreciate you for being there for them. So we don't close people, we get them committed. So first we want to get the leads, that's the hook. Then we want to have them committed to us, well, to themselves, and by product, it would be us. So they work with you to achieve the results. And last but not least, we got to deliver on the promises. If your program delivers some sort of results, or done for your agency delivers some sort of results, we want to make sure that happens. So we got hook, commit, and deliver, 3 things. Now, we only have 12 months to get you to the 3K per day recurring in profit. That's not a lot of time, especially if you're only making like 3K per week, which is like 12K a month, or you only make it 3K a month, or even just below that, like 3K, you only made it one time. Like that's a big jump, massive jump. 12 months is not a lot of time. So we don't want to spend our time solving problems. We want to prevent problems. And if we go with, we do hook, then we do commit, then we do deliver, we're going to face a lot of problems that we have to solve. So what we're going to do for the next 12 months is we're going to reverse engineer this and do deliver, commit, and hook so that we prevent the problems from happening by having the systems in place before we need them. So we're building for speed, not building something, bootstrapping things and then solving problems later on. So we're going to do deliver, then commit, then hook. I'm going to show you exactly what we're going to do in each section, what the battle plan is. There are 4 or 5 things to do in each section, and we're going to get started. For some of you guys, since you started working with us recently, most of these things needs to be built and implemented. Some of you guys have been with us for a few weeks or few months, or some of you guys, few years. You have certain gaps kind of filled, certain parts are good, certain parts we need to build. For everybody, it's going to be different and customized, but this is what the path is going to look like. For the deliver, there are 5 things we're going to do, starting with designing a model. Following somebody else's model is a silly idea because that model may not even work for them, but most likely if they're following it and doing it, is working for them, is not necessarily going to work for you. So what we want to do is design the business around your lifestyle, not your lifestyle around your business. And we want to do it in a way that fits you like a glove, and it's giving you exactly what you want from your business and from your lifestyle. We want to focus on the lifestyle a lot more than the business, because the business, the cash is going to come. I'll give you the systems. The lifestyle is super important for us to take care of from the beginning. So we're going to design a model that's perfect for you from the beginning. That's the foundation. That's like the basic stuff. I call it basic. It's really not basic, but I call it basic compared to everything else. Then the second thing we want to do, once we have the perfect model for your business, that's going to give you the lifestyle you're looking for, the next thing we're going to do is upgrade your avatar. Now, I'm not talking about changing niche or deciding on a niche or anything like that. You already have that sorted. What I'm talking about is in any niche, there are different levels of clients. Not all clients are created equal. What I want us to do is upgrade your avatar so you start working with people that can easily afford your prices, that are amazing to deal with, not a headache to deal with, and they're easy to find and easy to turn into clients. So we're going to upgrade your avatar so you can upgrade the experience you have within your business, the results your clients are achieving, and of course the cash flow that your business can actually achieve. So we're going to upgrade your avatar a few steps, and there are multiple different ways of doing it. Within 30 minutes, 40 minutes, you're going to be done with upgrading avatar, and it's going to be beautiful. So those are the first two things we're going to do, foundation stuff. Now we're going to get into the big hitters when it comes to delivery. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to change it from a content-based coaching to access-based coaching. A lot of you guys, especially if you just got started with us, you either coming from the world of one-to-one coaching or having a group program or having a course, or at best, you probably have a front-end and a back-end program where like a back-end is a recurring continuous thing and the front-end is like a 12-week or whatever load to get $1,000, $2,000, $5,000 type of thing. No matter kind of what model you're coming from, we want to switch you immediately to access-based coaching, because one of the things we want to do is be able to handle a lot of clients, deliver amazing results for them without you losing your freedom, without you needing to hire other coaches. In fact, we want to get to the $1 million mark, which is $3,000 per day on a recurring basis, solo, without having to have other coaches in the team. Right now, I'm managing about 126 active clients without needing to have another coach or another team member or me running out. And I'm doing all of that stuff with 2 hours on Mondays and 2 hours on Thursdays. So that's 4 hours a week. And it's not just handling the clients are crushing it and you guys are happy, like you know it. So access-based coaching, that's what we're going to switch you with. And also the access-based coaching allows you to have massive retention, cash flow comes in, and you would have pricing for pretty much everybody. Access-based coaching is where you need to be when it comes to your delivery, especially if you want to scale up really quickly without breaking things. So access-based coaching is that. And then Genius Model is the next thing we're going to do. Genius Model is where you are going to take the intellectual property that you have, your IP, and put it into a model where when your prospect sees it, it makes you stand out, in their perspective, it makes you stand out compared to a sea of competitors they have. So the prospect sees your model, is like, oh my God, that's amazing. I want to work with you on that thing, rather than, what most people think is like, what makes you better than this other person? Or like comparing you with other people, you're going to be in a category of your own. When it comes to your coaching, you're going to be a mini kind of celebrity, let's just call it, simply because you have the Genius Model. So that's the next thing we're going to install. And the last thing we want to focus on is retention codex. The reason we want to focus on retention immediately from the beginning is because if we want to stack recurring revenue all the way to the $1 million mark, there is no point getting new clients if they're leaving you after 2 or 3 months. If they're not staying for a year, 2 or 3 years, that's a problem. So we want to have a massive stickiness with your program and the way things are done. And of course, Retention Codex is going to enable you. With that, it's going to install 4 different systems in your business that's going to keep your clients for years rather than weeks and months. And as long as your clients are staying for years, when you get new clients, they're not replacing clients, old clients, they are stacking on top of each other, which means going from $3,000 to $3,000 a month, to $3,000 a week, to $3,000 a day, and a $3,000 a day recurring, and then profit, like that becomes much easier because of the retention they have within your program. Those 5 things will take care of everything you could possibly need on the delivery side, all the way up to 7 figures and even multiple 7 figures. You probably don't need anything outside of those 5 things once they're installed the right way. The second thing is the commit. Commit is getting them committed to themselves, their goals, and solving the problem. And as a byproduct, they're going to be committed to you. Now, for this one, again, 5 things we're going to focus on. First one is offer codex. And offer codex is all about 3 types of offers that is absolutely crucial and important for you to have in your business if you want to hit the 7-figure mark without too much stress and push and hard work. You do need to work hard, but it doesn't have to be insanity level of hardness. So 3 different offers. We call it the cheese offer that gets you leads, then a bridge offer that gets you customers, and a gladiator offer that gets you clients. We're going to install those 3 offers in your business. And the trick is, especially when you have access-based coaching, you're going to have one product, one program that you're focused on. So all of your focus is in one thing, but you have multiple different ways of selling that thing. That's the magical key. You want to have multiple offers, but one product. So you're not overwhelmed, you're laser focused, but you also do have multiple different ways of selling the same thing. So cheese offers, bridge offers, and gladiator offers are the 3 offers that you need to have. We're going to install them for you, and you're going to be in good shape. Once we have the offers, the second thing we need is Audition My Chat. And Audition My Chat is pretty much the cornerstone of you turning somebody from a lead or a customer into a paying client, especially if you don't want to jump on sales calls. So Audition My Chat is a process where you qualify the lead, whether it happens automatically or it happens with a VA or you do it yourself. It really doesn't matter. And probably starts with you and then hands on to either automations or VA. But Audition My Chat is a process that people will go through for them to be qualified by you. So on your end, you're qualifying them. And on their end, they're getting warmed up to the idea of either working with you or at least jumping on a call with you. By the end of it, you either sell by chat through PDF and videos and other stuff, I'll show you in a second, or you invite them on a call and that's a sales call. So Audition My Chat, crucial piece of converting or getting somebody committed to you and themselves. The next thing we're going to install is gladiator workshops. And gladiator workshops are very different to what you see out there, which is like webinars and workshops and like trainings and all of that stuff. It's very different. You do not need to run a free workshop to get leads. You do not need to run a paid workshop to get customers. You run a gladiator workshop that gets you leads, that gets you customers, and it gets you clients with one-time running this workshop. So it gets you all 3. It gets you leads that can turn into clients in the future. It gets you customers now, and it gets you clients now. It's a magical piece of strategy that's been the backbone of us getting clients recently. It's beautiful. So Gladiator Workshop is the thing that we're going to install next in your business. I'm going to run that 6-week cycle. So every 6 weeks, 1 Gladiator Workshop, you're going to crush it. And we'll take it from there. And each time you do it, you're going to see a boost in revenue because you get customers and get clients. By the way, if you don't know the difference between customers and clients are the people that are paying you on a recurring basis and you're putting your time and effort and kind of focus and coaching to help them see results. Customers are the people that just pay you one time to get one thing, maybe a training, a workshop, whatever. And typically, clients are high ticket and customers are low ticket. Typically, not always. So once we have the 3 offers installed, 3 offers installed, we have Audition My Chat installed. So now you're turning leads into calls or leads into clients through chat. We installed the Gladiator Workshop. Now you're getting leads, clients, and customers all at the same time with one strategy. The next thing we want to develop is your signature move. By signature move, what I mean is every single one of us is different. Some of us love sales calls, some of us don't. Some of us love being live in rooms and kind of do things, whether it's virtual or in person. Some of us just want to be over chat or just be completely hands up and fully automated in terms of getting clients. Everybody has got a different selling kind of preferences. So signature move is, do you want to sell by call? Okay, do you want to sell it one-to-one or in group settings? Is it a group call that you're selling or a one-to-one, like a sales call? Do you want to sell by events? Fantastic. Is it a client event that you invite guests to, or is it like a workshop, similar to Gladiator Workshop that you're selling from? Are you selling by chat? Okay, great. Are you selling by chat through a PDF, which is what we do and what we teach, or are you selling through funnels and VSL? Again, the templates for that too. So we just got to notice and build based on your preference and your skill set and your strength and what you like and what you don't like, a combination of these that works perfectly for you, your situation, and the level you're at. So this right here, signature move, super important to customize it to you specifically. Now, everybody is going to be the same, and typically it's going to be a combination of multiple different things working together. regardless of which way we go, you're probably going to have your Gladiator offer that we talked about over here in a PDF, so that when you're on holiday, when you are, God forbid, sick, or you're just tired and you don't want to be on sales calls and you just want to get clients by chat, you can just take somebody through Audition by Chat and show them this PDF that sells them into your Gladiator offer, which is where you get the clients. Like, I want you to have that option regardless of what your signature move is going to look like. So that's the next thing we're going to install. Once we have these 4 things in place, you pretty much have everything you need to turn leads and customers into clients. The last piece that I need is what I call the rhythm upgrade. The rhythm upgrade is, okay, now that we have multiple different offers that we could potentially make, we have different ways of turning people into clients, whether it's through chat or workshops or calls or whatever the signature move is going to be. Once we have all of these different options, what's the sequence? Like, when are we going to promote which thing? How are we going to promote it? What the promote sequence and cycle is going to look like? The rhythm, the whole thing that is put together is the rhythm upgrade. And that's going to give you the sequence, when to promote each one. And we want to promote offers like the cheese offers, the bridge offers, and the Gladiator offers in a way that they sync with each other. It makes the journey for the prospect to go from lead to a client really smooth and really, really quickly. And one thing I'm going to say about the bridge offers, which is like let's just call them low ticket, sometimes they're not. The low ticket stuff, like I've seen a lot of people making the mistake. I used to make this mistake of having low ticket workshops. Low ticket courses that is being sold. And the problem with selling something big for low ticket is the purpose of having a low ticket there is to gain the trust of a random stranger, have them take some action, get some results so that they want to become a client. When you give them a long course and you put multiple things in it and you sell it for low ticket, you just took away every reason for them to become a client, because they're like, okay, I just paid you a small amount of money. I got all of these things to go through, so it's going to take me a while to go through. Then I have all of this time to, implement these things and get some results out of it. If I need you, I'll come back to you later, which we know it's going to be now. So what we want to do is, for the low ticket stuff, we want it to be slightly cheaper, and we want it to be slightly shorter, not slightly, like a lot shorter, quick to consume, quick to see some results out of, so that immediately they want to become a client right after. So we want to accelerate them getting clients, not slow down them becoming clients, if that makes sense. So that's for the commit section, and I'm going to make sure you're not repeating the same mistakes that I used to make, and I'll see a lot of coaches make. Once we have the delivery sorted, things are good, world-class results for the clients, and for you, it's easy. We can easily get people committed and become a client, whether it's through sales calls or without sales calls. In our case, without sales calls. The last thing we need is leads. It's like, cool, let's get some leads now. To get some leads, there are a couple of things we're going to do. First one is build the ecosystem. For a stranger to become a client, they need to say yes to 3 things. They need to become a yes on you, they need to say yes to your model, and they need to say yes to your offer. So 3 yeses. If they're a maybe or a I don't know on any of those, they will never become a client until they become a yes on you, yes on your model, and yes on your offer. So we're going to build the ecosystem that will get your prospects, random strangers that never seen you before, yes on you, yes on your model, and yes on your offer in a matter of days and weeks, not months and years. So it's an accelerated process that they go through to become yes on those 3 things. And that way they can easily become customers and clients right away. So building the ecosystem, building the infrastructure for this to happen is the first step we're going to take. Once we have it, the most important thing becomes, okay, let's just now fill the ecosystem. We've got to actually get leads into this. There are 3 different core categories of lead gen for us. There's 9 strategies, but they divide it into 3. There's a hunt, there's a fish, then there's a farm. Hunt is when you're using your thumb or your VA's thumb or some sort of automation that generates leads for you, whether it's cold hunting, warm hunting, or value hunting. Those are the names that we have. Hunting is being proactive on going after the leads and getting the leads. I'm not a big fan of this, and we try to avoid this stage as much as we possibly can, so that leads come to you instead of you have to go to them. But some of you guys need this to begin with. Most of you guys, you don't. But hunting is there as an option. Fishing and farming are the two different ones that we purely focus on. Fishing, think of it as organic content and a bunch of other stuff that allows people to come to you. And then farming is ads and kind of paid stuff that, again, brings people to you. 9 different strategies. We'll go deeper on them. It's very important to customize these strategies to you because you love certain things, you don't love certain things. Certain things work in your niche and with the opportunities you have around you, and certain things don't. That's why we have 9 different strategies with another 4 on the side that we don't really talk about, but they're there. Plenty of different strategies. We're going to customize it, and you're going to choose 1 or 2, and you're going to go all in on that. So we're going to have an ecosystem, and then we're going to build the ecosystem so we have it, and then we're going to fill the ecosystem with high quality prospects continuously. Once we have those 2 things, the last thing you want to do, or one of the last things, is automating the ecosystem. I don't want you to be there kind of walking people through stuff. Like once the ecosystem is built and the filling process is in place, like that should be fully automated. I don't want you to lift a finger having to get leads coming in and a finger having to have them go through a process to become a yes on you, on your model, and on your offers, right? So automating the ecosystem is that sweet spot where you're like, you know what? I've been working hard so far to build all of the systems, but now I can see why I did all of this, because without me lifting a finger, high quality leads are coming in, and the time they're becoming a client. Whether it's whatever the signature move is going to be, doesn't matter. They're still becoming a client automatically. Once we have those 3, for us to level up, for us to have consistency, for us to have a really bright future ahead of you, the next thing we got to focus on is developing a cult-like following. Now, the reason we want it to be a cult-like following is because a size of audience that doesn't care about you is not going to change anything. Like there are so many creatives or creators out there who have a big size audience and they can't even ask them to do anything because nobody trusts them. So the 2 things we're going to focus on here. First one is the size of the audience. Obviously, we want the audience to grow and the following to get big. But one of the biggest ones that we care about is the depth, is the brand. Do they care about you? Do they care about you? You might have tens of thousands of followers, but if none of them care about what you do, you and your brand, then you don't have the depth. We want to have a really good balance of both. We want people to care about you genuinely, and we want a lot of those people. A cult-like following is going to make your life easier, and once you have it, it just snowballs by itself and it just grows without you having to do much, which is a beautiful part of it. Again, we can automate that as well. Which makes life easier. And once you have it, then you don't have to worry about where's my next client going to come from. You don't have to worry about consistency. And of course, because we installed the retention codex, clients are stacking on top of each other instead of replacing each other, which is a key thing, especially when it comes to consistency. These 4 things are going to generate enough leads for you to easily get to the $1 million mark, which is $3K per day, without you struggling at all. But there is one last thing that we're going to do that is going to make your life so much easier and faster going through the journey. Because I said, we only have 12 months. Like if I don't get you in the next 12 months from 3K to 3K per day on a recurring basis, which is the $1 million mark, like my family is going to die. And this is the thing that I'm going to bet on, which is the 3K cash series. The 3K cash series, there are a series of 7 videos. Each video is about 30 minutes long. And each video is designed to put 3K on a recurring basis in your pocket. So it takes you 30 minutes to watch the thing and implement it, and you will have 3K on a recurring basis per month added to your business. There's 7 of them. As time goes by, we add more, so there will be 8, 9, 10 by the time you see this and kind of implement this, but there's 7 of them right now. And the 3K cash series are the quick strategies. Because you've built everything and you have everything you need, these are the quick cash strategies that will get you from like, hey, I'm only making 12K per month, 15K per month. Like, dude, last month was 15K, this month is 32. Boom, it came from the cash series. So if I had to get you from here all the way to here, or my family would die, this is exactly what I would do. So if the plan you just saw seems interesting to you and you like the restrictions that we put for ourselves around the business, which is less than 20 hours a week, no sales calls, no big team, lean team, kind of like a solo business, 96% profit margin, focusing on recurring revenue rather than big hits. If those are the stuff that gets you excited and the plan seemed interesting, I would love to implement the plan with you as well. We are starting with our clients. I would love to start it with you as well. It's going to crush it. So if you're interested to go from 3,000 to 3,000 a day on a recurring basis in profit, which is 1.1 million, and if that's the goal for you, regardless of where you're in the journey, it doesn't matter, reach out. Send me a message on Instagram. There's a link down below. You can click it. It takes you to Instagram. Send me a message with the keyword inner circle. Don't need to jump on calls. Don't need to talk, or like there's no sales calls involved. Send me the word inner circle and I'll send you a PDF that has all of the details in, and you read the details. If it's the right move for you, great, we'll do it together. And if it's not, fantastic, you keep kind of watching the free stuff. Either way, the ball is in your court. So if you like to implement that thing together, then reach out on Instagram. If not, keep watching the free stuff and hopefully they help you get some results without even working with me. It's been a pleasure. Thanks for sticking around. I'll talk to you soon.